Ceylon Electricity Board joint trade unions, who initiated a 3-day protest on Wednesday, concluded the action today, gathering once more opposite the head office in Colombo Fort. Throughout the protest, they maintained their strong opposition to the proposed Sri Lanka electricity bill, raising concerns that it could pave the way for breaking up the CEB and selling it off in parts. The protest site witnessed a heavy presence of police officers and the deployment of water cannons. A court order by the Fort Magistrates Court was issued to the protesters, prohibiting a group led by the Ceylon Electricity Workers Union, General Secretary Ranjan Jalal, from entering specific locations in Colombo.
Many believe it's foolish to expect this government, with Kanchana and Ranil, to fix the electricity crisis. They argue that expecting miracles from them is like asking a crow to imitate a peacock's dance or a Garadi dancer to perform a snake dance. It's simply impossible. They point out existing roadblocks like the restrictions imposed before building the Lakshapana plant and the daily practice of, quote, appealing to the gods for electricity in Sripada, further hindering progress. They conclude that suggesting solutions to this bunch of crooks, as they call them, is futile, as there is no worse group to handle the situation. The government's silence in the face of 23,000 employees protesting for a discussion is concerning. The significant level of dissent demands attention and dialogue. Drawing comparison to past events like the 96 strike serves as a reminder of the potential consequences of unaddressed grievances. We urge the government to engage in open communication and recognize the gravity of the situation. This is not a matter to be treated lightly, like a simple corporate dispute.
The protesters also burnt and destroyed a copy of the proposed bill.
The Ceylon Electricity Board said that the proposal to reduce the electricity tariffs, which was increased on the 18th of October by 50%, will be submitted to the PUCSL on or before the 15th of January. That is in a backdrop in which the Commissioner of the Human Rights Commission has requested a comprehensive report from the chairman of the PUCSL about the frequent electricity tariff hikes in the past year. The Human Rights Commission has opened an investigation into the controversial electricity tariff hikes in the past year in response to a complaint lodged in the Commission. However, in the current situation, there is a possibility of the CEB's plan to reduce the tariffs by 50% being rejected, as a parliamentary sectoral oversight committee has on 2 occasions written review suggestions and proposals to the PUCSL with regards to tariff hikes. The Sectoral Oversight Committee to combat the damage of the economic crisis called on all relevant parties on the 7th of December and held discussions on the controversial electricity tariff hikes. Previous Tuesday, the Secretary of the committee has forwarded the finding and proposals of the committee to the chairman of the PUCSL. According to the review of the committee, the PUCSL has authorized the tariff hikes even though the data submitted by the CEB to the PUCSL contained many contradictions. In the review, the committee further stated that such lapses have had a negative effect on the Commission confidence and sovereignty in the decision-making process. The review went on to point out that controversial tariff hikes were a result of ignoring basic economic principles. The committee, deeming the controversial price hikes as unjust, submitted 5 recommendations to the PUCSL. The first of these were ordering the CEB to equally distribute the CEB's extra profits equally among the general public and reduce the electricity tariffs. According to the first recommendation of the committee, the way forward should not be a cost amendment but repaying approximately 60 billion rupees that was robbed from electricity consumers. In a situation in which another tariff amendment has been proposed, it is the duty of the Parliament to appoint competent individuals with exceptional personalities who are capable of adhering to the relevant legislation and acting within the scope of the basic economic principles to the PUCSL.